Welcome everybody to the very first episode of the Havoc Elite Late Night Show. I'm your host, CP the Don. The Havoc Elite Late Night Show is presented by Crusader Boyz Entertainment. Shout out to Dre for making this happen on the back end. I am so hyped to get this kicked off for you guys. This podcast is gonna be it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be about gaming, Call of Duty, of course. That's what we specialize in, and then diving more into it once the league starts, going into like some recaps and stuff like that. Whether you grind ranked, you running lives with your friend, or you drop it somewhere in Warzone. And if you want to just be in a, if you want to just sit back and watch, people talk about Call of Duty, this is the spot for you. Again, each week we'll be talking about like different things, different gameplay updates regarding the league with the Havoc Elite League and Havoc Elite. Um, some hot takes, maybe some banter or something like that, of course. And then just take moments that make this game what it is, because it is fun, it is competitive, and it could get a little toxic too. But yeah, so let's sit back, relax, come here to enjoy the show. A little bit about me. Again, my name is CPtheDON. I am the owner and founder of the Havoc Elite organization and the Havoc Elite League. The Havoc Elite League is a skill-based buy-in league. It is skill-based. So right now our league starts off next Friday, with Group A being the open division, Group B being Crim 3 Peak Division, and Group C being the Diamond 3 Peak Division as well. Looks like our Group C division is pretty much full almost. I think we're just waiting on one or two more teams, but I'm really excited for the turnout that came out of it. Because we was not expecting it. This is the weird time for Call of Duty right now. People are like chilling, waiting for the next title. So hopefully we can keep that momentum going, and do, because this will be the last season for the Havoc League until the new one starts. So yeah, that's a little bit about the league. We are skyrocketing. People are coming in with members and all that stuff. So please, if you are listening and you are tuning in and you want to compete, please submit your roster in the registration tab in the league. It's going to be fun. We have a great group of staff who is doing their best to monetize everything that's going on within the league, because at this time, it's a little funky situations with a couple of things, but we are working hard. So please, we do mean well. Again, so if you want to compete, please come in and compete. And for the Havoc Elite organization, we are in a little bit of a rebuild, and it's actually very fun. We have exciting things coming up. Definitely, that's going to prepare us for that next step in the new title. So please, if you're looking to join the organization, to compete, and you want to compete, you want to have your own team, you want to be a captain, please hit me up, and I'm willing to give that opportunity to people who want it and want to put in the work. We do have three teams right now. Arsyn's teams that we'll be speaking about a little bit later. We do have Havoc Elite Ultra, which is a Group B team, I believe, and then we have Havoc Elite X, who just became an official team for the Havoc Elite organization. Those guys are shooters. So I'm trying to make sure, I'm trying to convince them to come to the Havoc Elite League, because they're in a little bit of like a building phase now too. So I think it'll be good competition for them. It'll be fun. And then again, if you want that, if you want to compete, if you want to be part of an organization that supports you through in and out, please hit me up, and you guys will not be you guys will not be disappointed. I promise you. We do mean well, despite anything that's happened over the past month. We do mean well. We do want to put our best foot forward, and then just support and be professional at all times. So with this show, we're gonna be having some guest appearances. Each week we're gonna have somebody new come in for about a few minutes, talk a little bit about themselves, or what's going on and stuff like that. So it's gonna be really fun, and I believe our first guest appearance should be here soon. If not, he should be ready. Just waiting to get some confirmation on that. But our first guest appearance for today will be Arsyn. Arsyn is a pinnacle a pillar, sorry, a pillar to the Havoc Elite organization and the Havoc Elite League. Most of the stuff he seemed, he's basically the front man of it. So he definitely helped this league get taken off. I remember when we had like 3 or 4 people in the league server, and then we was like, let's lock it in, man. Let's 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 get this thing going. Let's get this thing started. So we did, and it turned out to what it is today. We have a lot of teams in the league, so and most of that goes kudos to him. So whenever I get the okay for Arsyn, I'm pretty sure we'll be ready to come in, and then we can get this thing started.
Here, if you can hear me.
So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Just again waiting for the confirmation. Dre, are we good to bring in Arsyn? All right. All right, guys. Welcome, Arsyn. Welcome to the first official podcast of the Havoc Late Late Night
Baby.
Show, man. How you doing? How you feeling?
A little stressful day, but figuring shit out. You know how it goes, or stuff out. You know how it goes. Always some
Yeah, no.
drama.
Yeah, I know. So, um, I know it's never a dull moment with us, man. But tell the people who are just tuning in. We do have some first time reviewers, so tell the people a little bit about yourself and like who you are.
I mean, a little bit about myself. I joined Havoc probably in CP like March, a little bit April,
Yeah,
a little bit
April,
early in the
April, May.
Aprilish. Yeah, from started from the bottom, started an academy team. A little bit about me, a little background. I spent 6 years in the army. I'm a retired army vet. Uh, Spent a year overseas, done all that good stuff. I've got a beautiful wife, got a beautiful daughter. Nothing but praises to the Lord.
Amen.
Wouldn't be here without him. That's pretty much that's a little bit about me, CP. Not gonna get too crazy into it. I don't need them to know all about
Mhm.
my government name. Yeah.
You're good, man. So yeah, so you joined Havoc in May, like early April, May ish, and then you started on academy team, and then now you basically became one of the main teams in Havoc League. So tell us a little bit about that journey from very like I think it was like Academy Orange, right? I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it was like
Academy Orange.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it was a bit of a struggle. I always grew up, I played sports all my life, and I'm a winner.
Hmm.
That's all it is. I'm a leader, I'm a winner. That's what I do. Unfortunately, the first squad, I looked at them and I was like, hey, boys, nothing against y'all. I like y'all, but I'm here to win. I'm
Hmm.
either going to hop ship or I'm taking over the ship. So I kind of just, that's kind of what I did. I took over the ship, piece by piece, brick by brick. We made a pretty good team in lowers
Hmm.
and at this point, obviously, right now, we had a very good run last season. We unfortunately one of our players couldn't play grand finals, and we came short with a
Hmm.
sub, and I had to switch roles, and it was definitely a rough outing. But nevertheless, the league.
Hmm.
Um, was incredible. I mean, everybody doubting us left and right. I'm not going to put out names, but nevertheless, this league is very successful. Anybody that's watching should know that we mean business,
Hmm.
and that's about it. I mean, in terms of Phantoms, we'll be back in Black Ops 7. Our boys are taking a break. I'm on a makeshift team right now, but not makeshift. They're still great players that I'm playing
Hmm.
with right now. But other than that, yeah, no, I mean, I've got nothing but love for everybody
Yeah.
in Havoc, around Havoc, in the league. Like, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean that you finished what was it, third place in EWG or fourth place? Um,
Third place by default. It
by
should have been,
default.
should have,
Yeah,
should
yeah,
have made it to
shoulda.
losers finals. I mean,
That
they
should.
ended up kicking a cheater and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then you
It's
and then you guys, came in second and you lost the grand finals in the first Havoc Elite season. So I mean, you guys did start. Excuse me. You guys did build something great. So yeah, I know this season you are in, like you said, a makeshift team. So tell me a little bit about that. You said most of the team did not want to play, so you just picked up a couple people.
yeah, yeah. I picked up some solid round team
Hmm.
here. Uh, Yeah, a couple of our players just the burnout. God, I can't blame them. I mean, it's late in the season. I
Hmm.
can't expect everybody to want to play like as much as I do.
Yeah,
I
for
just
sure.
I could play 24/7. I'm 26 and still could play this game every single day 24/7. but I got responsibilities, you know. But yeah, no, other than that, our boys, we're still in group chat. We talk to each other every day. It's
Mhm.
nothing serious. We're taking a little break, and then we're gonna jump right back into a Black Ops 7. I already told everybody like we're hunting. I
Mhm.
don't want to play in Group C much longer. I honestly, like, I was talking about playing Group B. I think I had the potential to play Group B. Whether all my haters say, I don't
Yeah,
really care
absolutely.
what you say. I think
Mhm.
I can play Group B. I don't really care.
Yeah, no, I
Sure don't.
definitely. I mean, like watching you guys and casting you guys a lot of time. You guys definitely have what it takes to compete with some of the Group B teams. So, it'll be fun to look forward to, like, like what's next. So, speaking of what's next, what is? I know you're in a makeshift team now, and then this is the final season for the league until the new title starts, and then you guys. So you're just gonna pick it right back up where you guys left off for BO7.
Pretty much. I mean, hopefully, the vibes are still gonna be the same. It's just
Yeah.
like the matter of like what the game's gonna entail, what we're all gonna be as a team.
Hmm.
Hopefully, we fit right in and we can find our roles fairly quick. I'm pretty versatile. I can move around pretty quickly and learn the new role
Hmm.
fairly quickly in the game. So I have no doubt that we're gonna hit the ground running day one. So like that's just definitely something that's gonna happen. And starting the game day one with a team is huge if we stick together throughout. So I can expect big things. I really think we're gonna be very very good when it comes to
Yeah,
that.
no.
If we can
So
stick as a team.
one of the things that probably impressed me the most about Arsyn and his team was that I think, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I think they only made one roster change from like the end of June to like actually, yeah, I think the only one roster change happened around June or July or something like that, and then ever since then they just stuck with each other. They'll like once you get that chemistry and once you build that true brotherhood, it's really hard to beat that if you're going against them because they're already connected. They already know how each other play. So that team was definitely one that I'm not gonna lie really surprised me the most with how far they went. So definitely kudos to you. Definitely kudos to the team. Next question for that I have up. I know I know you're a sports guy, and I know I'm a sports guy too. When we praise people, we usually praise the whole team. But who on fandoms was like, yeah, this dude, yeah, this is my guy. We're gonna really, if he stays with us for the long run, we definitely can progress our standings or our finishes.
You put me in a bad spot. I hate answering those types of questions. I
Hmm.
mean, so I will say, nothing against Bum or Envy, which I love both of those boys, but Vanta has been my ride or die since probably day one. He's been there. He's had my back. He's never left me. Even same thing with Bum. Thing with Bum and Envy too. I mean, obviously unfortunately he couldn't be there grand finals, which is fine. But anyways, nevertheless, like Vance has always been my boy. He's always been by my side. He's always on time, always wanting to
Hmm.
scrim, always wanting to do the extra mile for the team, and always wanting to just be that guy, be that glue.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's the Slayer AR. I mean, that guy just is
Hmm.
most consistent player through in and throughout. I've never seen that guy have a bad series. Mad map,
Yeah,
maybe. Everybody has a bad map, but that
yeah.
series, no.
Watching Vanta play, he was definitely one of my favorite ARs that I've had the pleasure to cast. I mean, because it just felt like he was most of the time at the right place at the right time. So it was definitely good seeing him. And then, like I said, it just goes for the whole fandom team. It was definitely good seeing you guys, make that run. Making a name for yourself and Havoc Elite at the time. So again, kudos to you. I have no problem that you guys will succeed and, like I said, go further in the finishes for this new title. I mean, this is gonna be a fun one. Everybody's hyping it up, so it's gonna be really fun. So for the Havoc Elite organization itself, so aside from the league, um, what any specific? This is weird asking, but any specific like goals you want to see within the Havoc Elite organization happen within the next few months, going into the next title?
Um, in terms of like the league progressing. I honestly, I would really like, the passion is not as bad as I thought. I was kind of expecting the passion with the league, this COD being so late, kind of being a little bit lower. But I mean,
Yeah.
12 teams registered
Hmm.
in Group C, probably gonna hit 16. 8 in Group B. I mean, we're probably gonna hit 12 there. Most likely, I would assume. But
Yeah.
what I would like to see is, I would really like I don't know, CP. I just like things how things are going. It's
Yeah,
hard to really say what you the things I want to see. Truthfully, I want to see us as a whole staff and admin to be more like different than any other league, especially in
yeah,
division based. You'll find a lot
mhm,
of division based leagues. They slip on the rules. They slip on
mhm,
this. They don't enforce things, and that's one thing that I would like to keep as like strict as possible, which I feel like I feel the community knows we don't play games.
yeah, we don't.
We've kind of made a mark on the
Mhm,
league, and other outsiders like Crucify from XP League. Actually,
exactly.
I've been talking to him pretty fairly well. He runs an excuse me, excellent league over
Mhm,
there at XP League, and probably one of the most notable like I'm not going to say
absolutely.
lower level league. It's becoming there's some really good players in there, really good
Yeah,
players. Not going to front at all, but in terms of like division base, like he's already kind of wanting to like give us ideas, give us hints how to keep structured, how to move
yeah,
forward in a league, how to be better when it comes to like
mhm,
staff management, codcasting, all that stuff. Pay your people. That I want to get to that point where we can pay our people.
yeah, for sure.
That is my thing. And all good things come with time. So I
Mhm.
have full trust that that's going to happen.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, especially the timing that when we started the league was, of course, a little bit, funky a little bit, but I'm pretty sure people are gonna know who the Havoc Elite League is by the time we go into the next Call of Duty for sure. You know, that would be to go to pay the staff. Our staff right now, how do I say it? Our staff is actually unique in a good way because we really have a lot of discussion. There's a lot of opinions in it, which is really good because because me, I always ask for opinions just in case if I'm seeing a point of view that I'm not seeing. So we have a lot of people who can, bring in their own opinions, and it does help with that. Um, but I do think we could be if we keep the staff and admin, together strong. I think it'll be really hard to overtop us because once we, click with each other, it's gonna be definitely something that you can't like burn down. I do have something I will be presenting to the staff. Probably a little bit later tonight. It's a new structure based thing, I guess if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Dre, who's on the back end, he did help out with that.
Hmm.
Um, so I'll
Neat.
send it to you, Arson, in your DM, so you can see what it is, and then it just gives it more of a structure. Because just so people have an idea of what, if that makes sense, and everybody
Yeah.
has like, go ahead.
Yeah. When Dre posted that earlier, I was like, yeah, I know 100%. Everybody needs to know their place. They need to know their role. They need
Yeah,
to know what they need to do in these certain situations. Like
mhm,
admins need to have a different role than obviously
yeah,
the staff.
staff, absolutely.
Th- yeah, I mean, I firmly agree on that. I think that's the greatest thing you could possibly do. Absolutely.
Yeah. So again, shout out to Dre. I will be presenting that
Yeah, shout out to
tonight.
Dre.
Um, But at this time, Arson, I'm going to go ahead. I really do appreciate your time and everything. Thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of history. This is the first podcast, man. This is great.
Yeah, it's
This is
dope. It's
awesome.
dope.
So there's gonna be more to come. But Arson, again, I do appreciate your time. Thank you, and thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, take it easy, bro.
All right, guys. So that was Arson again, another pillar to the Havoc Elite organization in the league itself. So thank you for your time. I really do appreciate it. So real quick, let's just try to see what's next. So next week we do have this show is gonna be on a weekly basis. It's gonna be something every single week. So next week we do have another guest appearance is going to be by our, how do I say it? By the people Blitz, who is also managing this league with us. So it's going to be Tim Allen and Dink in the podcast as well. It's going to be so much fun. Those guys they're really good guys. They have a really good connection. So they're on the staffing as well. So it's gonna be fun to pick their brain a little bit and see what's going on. Next week on the 12th, again, our league starts. So if you haven't, please go into the league registration. If you haven't, we're gonna drop the link to the league below. If you haven't, go in there, register, sign up, man, and let's go out with the last season with a bang because it's gonna be so much fun. I promise you. We're gonna do everything we can to keep the integrity of our league high. That is the main goal. So just please, if you have any questions, submit a ticket. A staff will go in and help you. We are really good with that. Our response is top notch. I don't care what anybody says. I've been in so many courts. I've submitted so many tickets, and nobody's as quick as us. So I'll take that with pride. Um, but yeah, that would be for the next few weeks, and then again, it'll be, and then after that, we're gonna have Nick, who is the caster for Havoc Elite, official caster for Havoc Elite. Hopefully, some matches are played by then because we will be able to go through some and look at some recap, look at some footage, talk about some things. So that'll be a really fun one. Then we're just gonna keep the ball rolling, keep that momentum going. It's going to be a great time here. So that'll be all for that'll be what's coming up next. So I do have a little a part of the show that I want to do pretty much every single time because nobody talks about like mental health. So whenever ready, you'll see it on the screen here. We just want to take a second to touch on it. It's so important. Mental health is so important. Gaming is a way to escape for some people and a way to connect with other people. Um, there's times where people feel burned out a little bit and they come on a game and hop on it and talk to their boys. Most of my people are through the game. Those are literally my people. That's why I'm always on it. I do love the chats I have with people, so it does take it away from that. Um, so if you're ever feeling away or remember, like it's okay to step back. It's okay to take a break. Reach out to someone that you trust. Talk to your loved one. Talk to your wife. Talk to your husband. We all go through ups and downs, and talking about it does not make you weak. I don't care what nobody says, man, woman, anything. It does not make you weak. It gives you a lot of strength. So please check on your friends. Check in with yourself, which is more important. And remember that your well-being and your mental health comes first before anything. We're losing a lot of people from that. So please take care of yourself. And honestly, guys, I'm gonna actually leave it on with that. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode, the premiere episode of the Havoc Elite Late Night Show. Big thank you for everybody that tuned in tonight. Big thank you to the Crusader Boyz Entertainment for being a production of this. Those guys are my day ones. I will not be doing this without them. But please, if you guys want to look into getting into the entertainment, the production side, go hit up my boy Dre, man. That dude is nice, man. He will help you with anything. And remember, this podcast is all about keeping it real with the community. Giving your thoughts. Maybe next time we'll go through some questions. But we're on a little bit of time crunch here. Um, and then yeah, make sure you follow the Crusader Boys on all platforms. You know, um, YouTube and Twitch. That's where this will be posted at. And then we can't wait to see what's next. We got more breakdowns, more laughs, and of course more Call of Duty coming your way. Until next time, keep those comms clear. Make sure your shots are straight, and don't forget, this is all a video game at the end of the day. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.